Hello and welcome to the Back Nine Report, where Fred Altvater and I check in on the world of golf to bring you the latest news, insights, analysis, interviews, recaps, previews. Hey, we cover anything and everything golf. If it happened in golf, we have it for you. Fred, we're going to be talking about a former world number one who ended another winless drought this week, Lydia Ko. She's back. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, Carlos. Yeah, we've been saying we've been predicting that this was going to happen. This kind of all started last year at the Marathon Classic, where she was set up to win that, if you remember, but an errant, a wrong club choice actually on the 18th, the 72nd hole, cost her the win there in Toledo. But she's been progressing and collecting some top tens and being in contention, and then she fired that 62 at the ANA a couple weeks ago, and now she's got the confidence, right? Just trust the process, trust her swing. Boom, she's back to fairways and greens. And Carla, she looks real good to me.
Oh, she's back, definitely. It took her only 1,084 days, to just win from her last
Well,
time
David
conditional.
Ledbetter had a little hand in that. He helped that out.
You had to mention that. Okay, I promised myself I wasn't going to talk about him, so I won't. I'll leave that to you. But
I
anyway,
made no promise. I made no such promise.
I did.
That was one of the worst coaching jobs ever in the history of golf, right there. And then he made a book out of it and sold the book. Anybody that bought that book is an absolute idiot.
Okay, thank you, man. I don't have anything more to say about him now.
I want to take you off the hook there.
Thank you,
me.
man.
Have his people call me.
That's teamwork, man. That's teamwork there. But I'm just so happy to see her playing like the old Lydia dominant ways. You mentioned it a couple of weeks ago at the ANA Inspiration. We talked about her posting the lowest final round score in LPGA major history. She was a 10 under 62. Then on Thursday, in her second round, since that amazing day at Mission Hills Country Club, she went low again. She fired 63 at the Lotte Championship. But let me put a parenthesis there because I have to give a shout out because a few hours later, I have to give out a shout out to a girl that you have to keep an eye on. This name is Chuka Sasso. Okay, she stole the show at least that day from Lydia. She's a 19-year-old in the field with a sponsor's invitation. She birdied 7 of the first 10 holes and then tied Lydia for the lead at 14 under. Sasso later birdied the 16, sinking a long putt for 2 to take the outright lead. Then she made another birdie on the 17 to go up by 2 shots at the 16 at 16 under, par the 18 to shoot her record second straight 64, took the 36-hole lead. Wow, but that's not why you have to remember her. She won the 2019 Girls Junior PGA Championship a little more than 2 years ago. She turned pro 4 months after that and is currently a member of the Japan LPGA Tour, where she won twice last year. So keep an eye. If she comes here to the LPGA next year, mark it down, Rookie of the Year. But anyway, that's it with her. It was Lydia's show the rest of the way, and no one was even close to her. She owned the Kapolei Golf Club, and her final round of 65 on Saturday was good to give her the tournament record at 28 under. In B Park, playing amazing also. She's inching closer to reclaiming that number one ranking. She closed with a 63 to vault into a share of second with Se-Yeon Kim, rookie Leona Maguire, and Corda there. So that was a great finish for her. She's another player that is playing really well. And gotta give it to Golf Channel analyst Karen Stopples, who, like us, have noted for many years and wonder, when will Lydia be back? Will she be able? We've seen some glimpses about her, 14 titles, but not the 15 coming. We were talking about one of the things that I remember mentioning about her is that she, at the ANA Inspiration, she had this new well-built physique, very well informed, and is that since she reconnected with her trainer Craig Davis, she has gained 15 pounds of muscle. Davis is saying that she goes at it so hard in the gym that they have to, hey, hold back, stop. He says that if he would do the things that she does, he wouldn't walk away from that gym. She's longer, she's stronger now, but she has also enjoyed a lot of consistency. She has just one bogey on her last 100 holes, and she's crediting her instructor, Sean Foley, Not David Ledbetter, thank God. Anyway, for that his return to form, she said to herself before that final round, "Hey, trust your training." And her coach Foley had texted her the words "trust and conviction," and it hit home. And boy, she took it on the courts. And let me tell you, Fred, 2 weeks ago we talked about the former number one player when the 1,351 days winless drought in Jordan Spieth. Last week, we talked about Hideki Matsuyama. He was 1,344 days between wins, the WGC in Akron, Ohio, and the Masters win. Today, we're talking about Lydia, 1,084 days. I mean, it's eerie to think and to talk about the similarities between these three players, especially Jordan and Lydia, who were former number ones. With Hideki, you can say maybe the same thing. He was world number two before he started today's drought. But right now, the way that both, she said that she also took inspiration in both of them in seeing their accomplishments, that they could do it, and she took it to heart, and she won as well. So, wow. I mean, she's looking great. She's back to, I think, prominence for good. I'm happy for her. I can't wait to see what's next. I guess Ying Young Ko and Inbay Park, watch out. World number one is what she's coming after. And Imbe, she finished second to you in the Olympics. Maybe she can upend you this time and she win the gold. So we'll see. But Fred, very happy with Lydia Ko. Great. We need more of these great players to come back and be there winning, trying to beat world number one again.
Yeah, the little LPGA Tour is much better with Lydia Ko playing at a high level, like she should do. It's been 10 years. Remember it when we saw this 14-year-old burst onto the scene, winning on the European Tour, winning on the LPGA Tour as an amateur. She was number 4 in the world ranking as an amateur. It was phenomenal stuff to watch her. She played along fairways and greens, cool and calm. Everything was easy. And then, like most players do, you hit that thing. Well, in her case, it was kind of self-inflicted wound because she changed coaches and changed processes, and it just didn't work. And it only took 3 years to undo it. So, but like I said, we saw this coming. It's been building for the last really about 7, 8 months. So it's really good. But did you see the names that were chasing her, right? Number 2, 3, and 4 in the world. You had Nelly Korda, you had Se Young Kim, and you had MB Park all chasing her, and she extended the lead. I only got to see just a little bit of the LPGA tournament this week from Hawaii, and I watched her on the front 9 on Saturday, the final round, and she missed 3 really good birdie opportunities. And she had a really poor chip that she was able to then make a long putt and save par. And I thought, man, that's clutch. But when you miss that many birdie opportunities, that's going to catch up to you in the back 9. But nobody else played that great except for Enby, but she started too far back. And then Lydia was able to stretch her lead on the back and walk away with it. So really good stuff for her. Rookie of the year, Leona McGuire, got a tee tied for runner-up as well. NB just keeps chugging along, top 10 after top 10. Nelly Korda and Sarah Smelzel were the only American players in the top 10. Lexi finished T17. Carlos, that's all I got for you.
I mean, you mentioned it, 2, 3, and 4. Ying Young Ko better get in shape and fast because they're coming after her. And wow, this is going to be an incredible run if there's 5 players. And we cannot discard the likes of Brooke Henderson and others. Jessica Court is playing great as well. Coming back, if Lexi gets in shape and in form, oh wow, the LPGA is in for a great season. Once again, thank you for joining us. If you want to keep up with us, hey, and updated, subscribe to us. It's always our pleasure to bring you the latest in the world of golf information and news. Thank you for joining us. Until next time.